Good morning, everyone. I am glad to welcome all members to today's meeting. Pleased to meet you all. We are here today to discuss on what can be done to draw more tourists to Puentian Kecil Island and thus bring in high profit returns for the company. Before we begin our meeting, I just want to say thank you for coming today. So, shall we call this meeting to order?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sure.
All right. Miss Ain, are there any apologies for absence for today's meeting?
No, everyone is present in this room.
Okay, good. So based on our last meeting that was over a month ago, since then a lot has occurred. So please take a look at the agenda that has been provided. As listed in the agenda, the special business items for today's meetings are number one, how to draw in more tourists to Putian Kecil Island, and number two, how to gain high profit returns. Let's finish with this preliminaries and get down to the main business quickly, shall we?
Sure, can
Sure,
proceed.
can proceed.
Okay, thank you. Can we now proceed to the item, which is the minutes of previous meeting? Are there any amendments?
Yes, Ms. Shweta. There is a correction to item number 2. Our cost of project was 250 million, but it was mistakenly written as 240 million.
Thank you, Mr. Vinod. I will take the necessary action regarding that matter.
Are there any other amendments?
Yes, Ms. Shwada, there is a correction on item number 3. It should be Perhentian Kecil Island approximate 21 km off the shore of Kuala Besut, not Perhentian Besar Island is approximate 40 km off the shore of Kuala Terengganu.
Okay, I'll take note and change those things.
Okay, anyone want to add anything else?
Of course, Mr. Jefferson, there is a name spelling mistake. Mr. Shafiq Imran, which is Syafeeq, but it should be Mr. Shafiq Imran, which is Syafiq.
All right, I will do the correction.
Thank you, Ms. Ain. So, anyone else want to add other amendments?
No, Ms. Shwada.
No, Ms. Shwada.
No, Ms. Shweta.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ain. Please note all the information and the changes. Please make the correction. Then, since everyone else have already spoken, can someone propose the minute be passed as true record?
I propose the minute to be accepted as a true record.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Sharmila. So now let's move on to the next item. Any matter arising? Anyone?
Yes, Ms. Jefferson, I would like to ask about the preparations of a project proposal with estimated cost and relevant supporting documents. Have all the arrangements have been made?
Yes, all the preparation have been made, Ms. Chairperson. The estimated cost of the project is 250 million, since I estimated the project can be finished with 240 million.
Oh, I see. Did any one of you estimated the project lower than 240 million?
So far, no chairpersons. We can proceed to the proposal of Ms. Ain, estimated cost of the project, which is represent 240 million.
Yes, I agree with Mr. Vinod. It's a good estimation cost.
I agree with Ms. Ain's proposal.
Okay, looks like everyone agrees with Ms. Ain's proposal. That's great.
All right, I'll make a simple proposal and pass it to you all next Monday.
Thank you, Ms. Ain. Okay, if there's anything else, shall we please move on? Our first item under special business today concerns to draw more tourists to Puentian Kecil Island. So, shall we discuss it right now?
sure. From my point of view, I think the best way to draw more tourists to Pulau Perhentian Island is by engagement marketing. As we know that engagement marketing is the use of resources to engage people and encourage interaction. Rather than showing a particular attraction to the audience, we can use marketing materials that allow people to experience the destination. This can be done through user-generated content on social media or your website to allow people to share their experience and thoughts.
I agree entirely with you. It truly will make more tourists.
Thank you, Miss Shamila, for that great proposal. Um, Mr. and Miss Shamila and Mr. Jackson, thank you for your opinions. Anything else?
Yes, Ms. Chairperson. I have proposed one of the most important steps to make more tourism clearly highlight the main attractions points of the Perhentian Kecil Highland. Think of the unique features of the regions such as mountain hiking trails and so on. As we can see, there is a large number of attractions that can make Highlands seem more appealing to tourists. Then tap into the unique features of the locations and highlight all the interesting local side of the visitors. That's my main important steps to make more tourism to visit that place.
I agree with you. It's actually a main step to attract more tourists.
I agree with you, Mr. Vino.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Vinod, for your proposal. Okay, Ms. Ayn, shall we put this matter into our minutes?
I'll do that, Miss Chairperson.
That's fine, thank you. Glad we managed to discuss the matter quickly. Let's go on to the second item under special business, the way to overcome the weaknesses. Anyone have any suggestions?
Yes, Miss Chairperson. I propose that we should invest in transportation sector to get high profit return. This is because Perhentian Kecil Island do not have much transport for tourist travel in island. Once tourists reach Perhentian Kecil Island, they need transportation to travel the island. So I think invest in transportation sector will be a good idea.
I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with you, Mr. Jackson. But let's look from another angle. What if we invest in accommodation to improve the service and capacity? This is because most of the tourists come to Perhentian Kecil Island will spend few days there. So I think invest in accommodation will get high profit returns compared with invest in transportation. Not only that investment for accommodation cost is lesser than transportation.
You have a very good point there, Miss Ayn. I agree that better accommodation service and enough capacity will encourage tourists to spend few days more in Perhentian Kecil Highland.
Yes, exactly. I agree with those ideas.
All right. We are now All right, so we are now ready to discuss any other business. Does anyone have any comments or proposals?
Well, I would like to propose one thing, which is I think that we can set up a small beachside cafe or restaurant for people who want to get a quick bite while still enjoying the beachside view.
Even I think if you got an eye for photography, we can provide portrait service to visitors who want to get family photos or just remember their beach vacation.
That sounds like a very interesting idea, Miss Shamila and Mr. Jetson. Does anyone else have got anything to add?
So far, no, Miss Chairman, from my view of the point.
Okay, so I just want to say thank you for all of those proposals and ideas. So I personally think Jetson's idea on proposing to invest in transportation sector is actually quite good, mainly because maybe the tourists would prefer our transportation services more than they would prefer Grab or Uber. And not only we get more high profit too from making our own transportation services. Even people who are not our customers or our visitors, they can still use it. We can still provide them transportation as well. So that kind of equals to more money, which is which is the main business idea, and that is to attract more tourists, also gaining more high profit. And yeah, that's just my 2 cents. How about you guys? What do you think? Do you agree?
Yeah, it's actually a great view of your side of the point, and also we can agree on Miss Chairperson's view of the point. So we just proceed on that, and also we consider on that point.
Okay, cool. So I think we can discuss more on that on the next meeting. So if there's nothing else, we shall end here. All right. So thank you everyone for coming today. Means a lot. So our next item is date, time, and venue for the next meeting.
Ms. Chairperson, since there are many works to be completed before that, can I send a notice about the next meeting to the members later?
Sure,
Yes,
can.
sure.
Sure, can.
Well, that's that. Then anything else? Any questions, comments?
No, at the
Okay.
moment.
No, okay, then thank you for coming. Will someone propose the meeting to be adjourned?
Yes, I propose the meeting be adjourned.
Seconder?
I second the motion too.
All right. Thank you. The meeting is adjourned, everybody. Have a nice day. Stay safe.
Thank
Thank
you, thank
you.
you a lot, thank you a lot.
Thank you.